Auckland clearance. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Request clearance to Christchurch. Gate 72. With information November.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Cleared to Christchurch. Expect level 1 Papa Cap. By departure runway 23 left. Initial climb 11,000. And is filed. Squawk 0553.
Cleared to Christchurch. Expect level 1 Papa Kappa departure runway 23 left. Initial climb 11,000. Then as filed. Squawk 0553, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, readback is correct. Contact when ready, Auckland ground 121.9.
Contact Auckland ground 121.9 when ready, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please.
Start selecting boost pumps. Off and off. Battery switch. Plane battery. Generators and inverters. Checked and on. Emergency lights. Armed. Ground power. Removed. After start checks complete.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected.
12.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Three. 6. 9. 12. 'Boost pumps. Boost pumps on low. Fuel selector and crossfeed. Main tanks and crossfeed off. Autopilot and carb heat. Off and cold. Hydraulic system. Down, forward, pressure and quantity checked. Okay. Flaps 20. Flaps set 20. Windows and turbine. Closed and on. Controls. Gust lock released. Free. Pitot heater. On. Mixture and cowl flaps. Reach unlocked. Set. Transponder. On. Landing lights. Extended and on. Before takeoff checks complete.
Auckland ground. Carter Alpha Kilo 501, Gate 7 to request taxi.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, taxi to holding point runway 23 left, via Delta 2 Bravo Bravo 2 Alpha 2.
Taxi to holding point runway 23 left, via Delta 2 Bravo Bravo 2 Alpha 2, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Auckland ground. New Zealand 110, runway vacated. New Zealand 110, taxi to gate 5, via Alpha 6 Juliet Kilo. Taxi to gate 5, via Alpha 6 Juliet Kilo, New Zealand 110.
Auckland ground. New Zealand 5244 runway vacated.
New Zealand 5244, taxi to gate 29er, via Alpha 4 Bravo 5 Bravo.
Taxi to gate 29er, via Alpha 4 Bravo 5 Bravo, New Zealand 5244. Auckland ground. New Zealand 543, request push and engine start. 818.
New Zealand 543, push and engine start approved.
Push and engine start approved. New Zealand 543. Auckland ground. New Zealand 543, request taxi.
New Zealand 543, taxi to holding point runway 23 left, via Foxtrot Kilo Alpha Alpha 1.
Taxi to holding point runway 23 left, via Foxtrot Kilo Alpha Alpha 1, New Zealand 543.
Auckland ground, Jetstar 246, runway vacated. Kata Alpha Kilo 501, contact Auckland Tower 118.7.
118.7, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Jetstar 246, taxi to gate 1, via Alpha 9 lane, the Foxtrot. Taxi to gate 1, via Alpha 9 lane, the Foxtrot, Jetstar 246.
Auckland Tower, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, runway 23 left, ready for departure.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, hold position.
Hold position, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Fiji 411, when vacated contact ground 121.9er.
When vacated contact ground 121.9er, Fiji 411.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, wind 180 degrees at 8 knots. Runway 23 left cleared for takeoff.
Runway 23 left cleared for takeoff, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Auckland Tower, New Zealand 074 Mike, on final 23 left.
New Zealand 074 Mike, continue approach number 2 for landing.
Continue, New Zealand 074 Mike.
inches stabilize. 30 inches stabilize. Stabilized. Cal flaps. Cal flaps. Cal flaps set. Full power, please. Going full power. Full power set.
New Zealand 074 Mike, go around.
Going around, New Zealand 074 Mike.
Osprey, gear up. Gear selected up. Gear up, lights up. Lights up. Flaps going up. Meter power. Setting meter power, 48 inches, 2600 RPM. Power set. Climb power. Setting climb power. Climb power set. After takeoff checklist, please.
Caught Alpha Kilo 501, contact Auckland approach 124.3.
Contact Auckland approach 124.3. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Auckland Tower, New Zealand 5074.
Auckland approach, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, level 1 Papa departure. Passing 1,800 climbing to 11,000.
And at W Zealand 598 Mike, continue descent 3000.
Continue descent 3000. And W Zealand 598 Mike.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501 identified. Continue climb 11,000. Altimeter 2994.
Continue climb 11,000. Altimeter 2994. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Singapore 285 Super, turn right heading 135.
Right heading 135. Singapore 285 Super.
And at W Zealand 598 Mike, cleared and mag transition.
Cleared and mag transition. And W Zealand 598 Mike.
Singapore 285 Super, turn right heading 185. Cleared ILS approach runway 23 left. Report established on localizer.
Right heading 185. Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. Singapore 285 Super. Auckland approach. Cathay 113 Heavy, Base 1 November arrival. Passing 11,000 descending to 9,000.
Cathay 113 Heavy, radar contact. Continue descent 7,000.
Continue descent 7,000. Cathay 113 Heavy.
New Zealand 542, continue descent 4,000. Continue descent 4000. New Zealand 542. Cathay 113 Heavy, continue descent 4000.
Continue descent 4000. Cathay 113 Heavy.
W Zealand 5089. Contact New Zealand Center 119.2.
Contact New Zealand Center 119.2. NEW Zealand 5089.
NEW Zealand 598 Mike. Cleared ILS, approach runway 23 left. Report established on localizer.
Cleared ILS, approach report established on localizer. NEW Zealand 598 Mike. Singapore 285 Super, established on localizer.
Singapore 285 Super, continue approach.
Will continue approach. Singapore 285 Super.
Singapore 285 Super, contact Auckland Tower 118.7.
118.7, Singapore 285 Super.
New Zealand 542, continue descent 3000. Continue descent 3000. New Zealand 542. NEW Zealand 598 Mike, maintain minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed. NEW Zealand 598 Mike.
New Zealand 074 Mike, direct and rag.
Direct and rag. New Zealand 074 Mike.
New Zealand 542, cleared and rag transition. Cleared and rag transition. New Zealand 542.
NEW Zealand 598 Mike, established on localizer.
NEW Zealand 598 Mike, continue approach.
Continue. NEW Zealand 598 Mike.
NEW Zealand 598 Mike, contact Auckland Tower 118.7.
Auckland Tower 118.7, NEW Zealand 598 Mike.
New Zealand 542, cleared ILS approach runway 23 left. Report established on localizer. Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. New Zealand 542. Kata Alpha Kilo 501. Contact New Zealand Center 119.2.
119.2. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Auckland approach. New Zealand 5-4.
New Zealand Center. Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Passing 7,400, climbing to 11,000.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501 identified. Continue climb flight level 200.
Continue climb flight level 200. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Zulu Kilo Sierra Delta Golf. Contact Auckland approach 124.3.
124.3. Zulu Kilo Sierra Delta Golf.
Jetstar 282 descend 9,000. Speed 180.
Descend 9,000. Speed 180. Jetstar 282.
New Zealand 5206. Expect Hotel November Skep. 1 Alpha arrival and rag transition. ILS approach runway 23 left. Expect Hotel November Skep 1 Alpha arrival and rag transition. ILS approach runway 23 left. New Zealand 5206. New Zealand Center. New Zealand 543. Level 1 Papa departure. Passing 6,600 climbing to 11,000. New Zealand 5206 when ready to send 9,000. When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 5206. New Zealand 543 radar contact. Continue climb flight level 330. Continue climb flight level 330. New Zealand 543. Jetstar 282, contact, Auckland, approach 124.3.
124.3, Jetstar 282.
Qantas 141, descend 9,000, speed 180.
Descend 9,000, speed 180, Qantas 141.
New Zealand 42. New Zealand 428. Climb and maintain flight level 250. Qantas 141, climb and maintain flight level 210.
New Zealand Center. Any W Zealand 089 Mike. Passing 7,100 climbing to 11,000.
New Zealand 206 Lima. Cleared hotel. November Skep 1 Alpha arrival. MRAD transition.
Cleared hotel. November Skep 1 Alpha arrival. MRAD transition. New Zealand 206 Lima.
Any W Zealand 089 Mike. Radar contact. Continue climb flight level 220.
Continue climb flight level 220. Any W Zealand 089 Mike.
Any W Zealand 5598. Contact Auckland approach 124.3. 124.3. Any W Zealand 5598. New Zealand 5206, cleared hotel, November Skep 1 Alpha, arrival, MRAD transition. Cleared hotel, November Skep 1 Alpha, arrival, MRAD transition. New Zealand 5206. New Zealand 616, descend 9,000.
Descend 9,000. New Zealand 616.
Jetstar 282, descend 9,000.
Descend 9,000. Jetstar 282.
Zealand 428, climb and maintain 14,000.
Jetstar 258, descend 90,000, speed 180.
Descend 90,000, speed 180, Jetstar 258.
New Zealand 206 Lima, contact Auckland, approach 124.3.
Auckland approach 124.3, New Zealand 206 Lima.
NEW Zealand 5598, when ready to send 90,000.
Flight level 330.
When ready to send 90,000. NEW Zealand 5598.
New Zealand Centre, Jetstar 233, level 1 pop-up departure, passing 6,700 climbing to 11,000.
Jetstar 233, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330, Jetstar 233.
New Zealand 5206, contact Auckland, approach 124.3. Auckland approach 124.3, New Zealand 5206.
New Zealand Centre, New Zealand 429er, Oscar 1 Papa departure, passing 5,700 climbing to 11,000.
New Zealand 429er, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330, New Zealand 429er.
Jetstar 282, contact Auckland, approach 124.3.
124.3, Jetstar 282.
New Zealand 698, descend 9,000.
Descend 9,000. New Zealand 698.
New Zealand 616, contact Auckland, approach 124.3.
Auckland, approach 124.3. New Zealand 616.
New Zealand 698, climb and maintain flight level tree 90.
New Zealand 562 Mike, when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 562 Mike.
New Zealand 6-9 or 8. Climb and maintain flight level tree 50.
New Zealand 5562, when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 5562.
New Zealand 546, when ready to send 9,000. When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 546. New Zealand 6-9 or 8, when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 6-9 or 8.
NW Zealand 5089er. Expect Alki Gus 1 Bravo arrival Litma transition on Nav Bravo approach runway 20.
Expect Alki Gus 1 Bravo arrival Litma transition on Nav Bravo approach runway 20. NW Zealand 5089er.
NW Zealand 5089er when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. NW Zealand 5089er.
Zealand 546, maintain present altitude.
Set cruise power, please. Setting cruise power. Cruise power is set. Cruise checks are complete.
New Zealand 562 Mike, expect to log a Cirque 2 Bravo arrival RNAV Yankee approach runway 36.
Expect to log a Cirque 2 Bravo arrival RNAV Yankee approach runway 36. New Zealand 562 Mike.
New Zealand 562 Mike, when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 562 Mike.
New Zealand 698, expect Hotel November Skep 1 Alpha, arrival and RAG transition ILS approach runway 23 left.
Expect Hotel November Skep 1 Alpha, arrival and RAG transition ILS approach runway 23 left. New Zealand 698.
New Zealand 698, when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 698.
W Zealand 089er Mike. Expect Alki Gust 1 Bravo, arrival with my transition RNAV Bravo, approach runway 20.
Expect Alki Gust 1 Bravo, arrival with my transition RNAV Bravo, approach runway 20. Any W Zealand 089er Mike.
Any W Zealand 089er Mike, when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. Any W Zealand 089er Mike.
NEW Zealand 5089er, cleared Dalkey Gust 1 Bravo, arrival ICMA transition.
Clear Dalkey Gust 1 Bravo, arrival ICMA transition. NEW Zealand 5089er.
NEW Zealand 5089er, descend 9000. Descend 9000. NEW Zealand 5089er.
New Zealand 5089er. Climb and maintain flight level 180. Expect vectors visual runway 20 approach.
Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Yankee, descend 9000. Descend 9000. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Yankee. New Zealand Center. New Zealand 5812, passing 8,500, climbing to 11,000. New Zealand 5812, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 220. Continue climb flight level 220, New Zealand 5812. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha, expect Igno 2 Alpha, arrival you, Marga transition IL, S approach runway 34.
Expect Igno 2 Alpha, arrival you, Marga transition ILS approach runway 34. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha.
Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha, descend 9000.
Descend 90,000. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha.
New Zealand Center. New Zealand 812 Mike, passing 7,500 climbing to 11,000.
New Zealand 812 Mike identified. Continue climb flight level 220.
Continue climb flight level 220. New Zealand 812 Mike.
W Zealand 5089er, contact Nelson, approach 127.4. Nelson, approach 127.4. Any W Zealand 5089er. Zulu Kilo Sierra, Alpha Yankee, contact Wellington, approach 122.3.
Contact Wellington, approach 122.3. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Yankee.
New Zealand 5089er, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Hit star 233, expect Messi 7 Bravo, arrival Odyssey transition, ILS approach runway 20.
Expect Messi 7 Bravo, arrival Odyssey transition, ILS approach runway 20, get star 233.
Hit star 233 when ready descend and maintain 11,000.
When ready descend and maintain 11,000, get star 233.
New Zealand 539er, expect Messi 7 Bravo, arrival Odyssey transition, ILS approach runway 20.
Expect Messi 7 Bravo, arrival Odyssey transition, ILS approach runway 20. New Zealand 539er.
New Zealand 272, descend 9000.
Descend 90,000. New Zealand 272.
New Zealand 539er, when ready descend 11,000.
When ready descend 11,000. New Zealand 539er.
Any W Zealand 089er Mike, clear Dalkey Gus 1 Bravo, arrival ICMA transition.
Clear Dalkey Gust 1 Bravo, arrival ICMA transition. Any W Zealand 089 Mike.
W Zealand 089er Mike, contact Nelson, approach 127.4.
Contact Nelson, approach 127.4. I need W Zealand 089er Mike.
Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha, contact Wellington, approach 122.3.
Wellington, approach 122.3. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha.
New Zealand 607. Climb and maintain flight level tree 50.
New Zealand 176 Mike, when ready to send 9,000.
I'm ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 176 Mike.
New Zealand 5176, when ready to send 9,000.
When ready to send 9,000. New Zealand 5176.
New Zealand 607. Climb and maintain flight level tree 50.
New Zealand 356 Mike, descend 9000.
Descend 9000. New Zealand 356 Mike.
New Zealand 272, contact Wellington, approach 122.3.
Wellington approach 122.3. New Zealand 272.
New Zealand 539er, expect Messi 7 Alpha, arrival ILS approach runway 02.
Expect Messi 7 Alpha arrival ILS approach runway 02. New Zealand 539er.
New Zealand 5356, descend 9000.
Descend 9000. New Zealand 5356.
New Zealand 539er, when ready descend 11,000.
When ready descend 11,000. New Zealand 539er.
New Zealand 5802. Maintain present altitude.
New Zealand 356 Mike, contact Wellington, approach 122.3.
Contact Wellington, approach 122.3. New Zealand 356 Mike.
New Zealand 5360, descend 9000.
Descend 9000. New Zealand 5360.
New Zealand 360 Mike, when ready descend 9000.
When ready descend 9000. New Zealand 360 Mike.
New Zealand 272, when ready descend 9000.
When ready descend 9000. New Zealand 272.
New Zealand 5356, when ready descend 9000.
When ready descend 9000. New Zealand 5356.
New Zealand 356 Mike, when ready descend 9000.
When ready descend 9000. New Zealand 356 Mike.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501. Expect IJG-6 Alpha arrival ILS approach runway 02.
Expect IJG-6 Alpha arrival ILS approach runway 02. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, when ready descend 11,000. Altimeter 2984.
26 inches, please.
When ready descend 11,000. Altimeter 2984. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
New Zealand 5360, when ready descend 9000.
Descent checklist, please.
When ready descend 9000. New Zealand 5360.
Seatbelt signs on. On. Engine blowers low. Low. Descent checks are complete.
New Zealand 360 Mike, expect Ignore 2 Alpha arrival Umaga transition ILS approach runway 34.
Expect Ignore 2 Alpha arrival Umaga transition ILS approach runway 34. New Zealand 360 Mike.
New Zealand 360 Mike, when ready descend 9000.
When ready descend 9000. New Zealand 360 Mike. New Zealand Center, Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha, Lesser 2 Quebec departure, passing 7,800 climbing to 11,000.
New Zealand 539er, cleared Messy 7 Alpha arrival.
Cleared Messy 7 Alpha arrival. New Zealand 539er.
Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha identified. Continue climb flight level 150.
Continue climb flight level 150. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha.
New Zealand 539er, continue descent 9000.
Continue descent 9000. New Zealand 539er.
New Zealand 539er, contact Chris, Church approach 120.9er.
Contact Chris, Church approach 120.9er. New Zealand 539er.
Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha, expect Ignore 2 Alpha, arrival U, Marva transition, IL, ILS approach runway 34.
Expecting 2 Alpha arrival Umara transition, ILS approach runway 34. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha.
Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha, descend 9000.
Descend 9000. Zulu Kilo Sierra Alpha Alpha.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, cleared IJG-6 Alpha arrival.
Cleared IJG-6 Alpha arrival. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, continue descent 9000.
Continue descent 9000. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Qantas 167, descend flight level 150, speed 210.
Descend flight level 150, speed 210. Qantas 167.
Fuel booster pumps. On low. Fuel tank selectors. Mains on, crossfeed.
Qantas 167, continue descent 9000.
Down.
Continue descent 9000. Qantas 167.
On. Derange checks complete.
Papa Alpha Kilo 501, contact Christchurch approach 120.9er.
120.9er, Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Christchurch approach, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, IGX6 Alpha arrival, at 9,000.
Left heading 125, New Zealand 539er. Kata Alpha Kilo 501, radar contact. Continue descent 6000, altimeter 2980.
Continue descent 6000, altimeter 2980. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
New Zealand 539er, turn right heading 105, continue descent 2000. Right heading 105, continue descent 2000, New Zealand 539er.
Christchurch approach, Qantas 167, below 3 Echo arrival, passing 11,900 descending to 9,000.
New Zealand 539er, turn right heading 285. Right heading 285, New Zealand 539er. Qantas 167, radar contact, continue descent 8,500.
Continue descent 8,500, Qantas 167.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, continue descent 3000.
Continue descent 3000, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Qantas 167, continue descent 6000.
Continue descent 6,000, Qantas 167.
New Zealand 539er, turn right heading 270. Right heading 270, New Zealand 539er. New Zealand 539er, turn right heading 285. Right heading 285, New Zealand 539er. New Zealand 539er, fly heading 255. Fly heading 255, New Zealand 539er. New Zealand 539er, turn left heading 180. Left heading 180, New Zealand 539er. New Zealand 539er, turn right heading 005. Cleared ILS approach runway 02. Report established on localizer. Right heading 005. Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. New Zealand 539er. New Zealand 539er, established on localizer. New Zealand 539er, continue approach. Continue approach, New Zealand 539er. New Zealand 539er, contact Christchurch Tower 118.4. Contact Christchurch Tower 118.4, New Zealand 539er. New Zealand 328 Mike, turn right heading 005.
Right heading 005, New Zealand 328 Mike.
Qantas 167, continue descent 4000.
Continue descent 4,000, Qantas 167.
New Zealand 328 Mike, direct Greta. Continue as filed.
Direct Greta. New Zealand 328 Mike.
New Zealand 5328, contact New Zealand Center 119.2.
Contact New Zealand Center 119.2. New Zealand 5328.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, turn right heading 195.
Right heading 195. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Kant is 167, speed 180.
Speed 180. Kant is 167.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, turn right heading 220.
Right heading 220. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
W Zealand 783 Mike, descend 3000.
Descend 3000. Any W Zealand 783 Mike.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, turn right heading 245.
Right heading 245. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Kant is 167, turn right heading 090. Continue descent 2000.
Right heading 090. Continue descent 2000. Kant is 167.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, turn right heading 275. Continue descent 2000.
Right heading 275. Continue descent 2000. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
New Zealand 328 Mike, contact New Zealand Center 119.2.
Contact New Zealand Center 119.2. New Zealand 328 Mike.
Flaps 20. Setting flaps 3.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, turn right heading 240.
Right heading 240. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
W Zealand 5783, descend 5000.
20 flaps set.
Descend 5000. Any W Zealand 5783. Kata Alpha Kilo 501, turn right heading 170.
Right heading 170. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Kent is 167, turn right heading 145.
Right heading 145. Kent is 167.
Gear down and locked.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, fly heading 010. Cleared ILS approach runway 02. Report established on localizer.
Fly heading 010. Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Kent is 167, turn right heading 105.
Right heading 105. Kent is 167.
W Zealand 5783, continue descent 3000. Continue descent 3000. Any W Zealand 5783.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501. Established on localizer.
Kent is 167, fly heading 055. Cleared ILS approach runway 02. Report established on localizer.
Fly heading 055. Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. Kent is 167.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, continue approach.
Continue. Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Kata Alpha Kilo 501, contact Christchurch Tower 118.4.
20 flaps 3. 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 20 flaps 3.
Christchurch Tower 118.4, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
AW Zealand 78.
Christchurch Tower, Carter Alpha Kilo 501, on final 02.
Christchurch Tower, Cathay 126 Heavy, runway 02 ready for departure.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, wind 016 degrees at 8 knots. Cleared to land, runway 02.
Cleared to land, runway 02, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
Cathay 126 Heavy, hold position.
Hold position, Cathay 126 Heavy.
Christchurch Tower, Qantas 167 on final 02. Qantas 167, number 3, continue approach. Continue, Qantas 167. Qantas 167, go around. Going around, Qantas 167. Christchurch Tower, any WZ1783 Mike, on final 02. Any WZ1783 Mike, continue approach, number 3 for landing. Continue, any WZ1783 Mike. Cut Alpha Kilo 501, when vacated contact ground 121.9er.
When vacated, contact ground 121.9er, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
After landing checks complete.
Christchurch ground, Carter, Alpha Kilo 501, runway vacated.
Carter Alpha Kilo 501, taxi to gate 32, via Alpha 4 Alpha 15.
Taxi to gate 32, via Alpha 4 Alpha 15, Carter Alpha Kilo 501.
New Zealand 717 Mike, contact Chris, Church Tower 118.4. 118.4, New Zealand 717 Mike.
Parking brake is set. Cut entrance. Parking checks complete, airplane secured.